As part of the weekly panel show, Ukraine and the Information War, we speak to individuals on the ground about how life has changed personally and professionally. Our editor, Cameron Clark, spoke with Marina Chernyavskaya, creative group head at Bickerstaff, and Iryna Begma, head of growth at tech firm MacPaw Inc.
Marina, Iryna, thank you so much for joining us today. Marina, perhaps you could start off and just give us a sense of what life has been like for you over the past 2 weeks.
Oh, well, pretty hard. Actually, if talking about the work and the flow of our team at the moment, it changed a lot, but we still work. Currently, we have lots, like dozens of tasks from government and non-profit organizations for some communication about humanitarian cargos and some briefs for Clothing the Sky in Ukraine for Europeans. And also we are making some communications for the people from Russia, for them to hear and see the truth. But still at the moment, we don't have any commercial projects because all of our clients froze the flow and the projects at the first day of the war. And currently we are looking for some probably clients or projects from Europe or USA to support our team, because we've got only few of us who had enough time to go away, and lots of our team are staying currently in Kiev or near Kiev, and it's pretty hard to stay there, and we have to support them somehow in a financial or humanitarian way. So we are like working and hoping for the best and looking for the ways to work and help each other. Yeah, but everything changed. Previously, every morning in the office, we started with the small meeting. We called it status, and we were discussing our plans, our task for the day, drinking our filter coffees and joking and laughing. But now the morning starts with just texting to the chat of the team, where we text like number one, I'm alive, I'm safe. Number two, if I need some help, if I'm okay, have food, water and stuff. And number three, if I'm able to work for today, because everything changes from hour to hour. Someone trying to go away to write from Kiev or from some other cities there that are not safe at the moment. So it's like that, trying to work, but trying to believe for the best and hope for the best.
And Marina, you're working from Amsterdam, I know, at the moment. How does it feel to be working when you know that's happening in the Ukraine, in your homeland? Is it?
For me, it's pretty hard because I have a lack of focus on the work, and I have to like read the news to check if my family is fine, because all of my relatives, my parents, my brother, my granddad, they are all in Ukraine, and I'm like calling everyone every hour, checking if they are safe and sound. But it's pretty hard, but we have lots of like volunteer job and work here. People from all over the Netherlands like now collecting some humanitarian help and collecting money for Ukrainians, and I somehow take part in that, and it helps because you can talk and you can see other Ukrainians and people who are somehow feel the pain like that. But it's still hard. I know that I'm lucky to be safe at the moment, but frankly speaking, I guess I would rather be with my family at the moment.
Of course. And Iryna, I know that you were in Kyiv until a few days ago, and then you had to move with your family. Can you just give us a sense of how the past few days, the last couple of weeks have been for you?
Well, frankly speaking, it was a nightmare because, well, the second day of the war, we had to flee from Kiev with the children to our parents who live in the outskirts of Kiev. Sorry, I'm just recollecting everything. I may cry. So sorry for that. We were staying there for 10 days in the basement. We are like scared because of the neighboring Irpin and Bucha, which were hardly attacked by the Russian forces. And we fly back to Kiev with my husband and my children. And the next day, the hardest decision I've ever made was to leave my husband in Kiev and go with 2 children alone to the Western Ukraine, because my child of 5 was like asking, why do they want to kill us? What is like the bombs or everything? And we understood that it's like not something a 5-year-old should know of. And we took a evacuation bus, which took us from Kiev to the Western Ukraine. We're in the Carpathians. At the moment, we're safe, at least. There are no sirens in here. We're not sleeping in the basement or somewhere like in the toilets. Right now, it's hard like to be a mom alone with 2 kids, but something I can like bless for is that we're safe. But Kiev, when we returned to it 10 days after the war, it's like, the city ghost, because everything is silent. On the one hand, you feel that everything is safe because there is like there are not many cars, there are no like bombing or something. On the other hand, we live I don't know if you've heard that Russians attacked the television. It attacked Kiev part where the Babi Yars, the graves of the Jewish people after the World War II was. And it's like, I don't know, 500 meters from our home. And I went to the supermarket and I saw everything destroyed to ruins. So like it was pretty, but at the moment I'm safe, and I bless God for being safe with my kids in here.
Yeah, well, we're so thankful to hear that you're both safe. Although I appreciate with family back in Ukraine or in Kyiv, in your case, Iryna, it must be incredibly difficult at the moment. It seems churlish, really, to talk about advertising and marketing when you're in the circumstances that you are. But Marina, I know you touched on the fact that you're working on some government work. You're using the skills and the tools that you have to contribute to the war effort. Can you give us a sense of what sort of things that you're doing? What does that look like? Obviously, without revealing anything too sensitive.
Probably on the second or the third day of the war, when everyone was still in a shock, but we took a call with the whole team, and we decided that the best we can do for now is do something we are good at. So we started working on tasks from government and different ministries. Mostly it's like some print and video communication for people in Europe and some top like government guys in Europe. The main point now is the clothing of the Ukrainian sky. What we are asking for from NATO and European Union to help us close the Ukrainian sky, to just to save our lives and to save lives of Ukrainians. That's probably the biggest part of our work now. We make some like digital banners, like print communications, some videos. Also, we are helping with they were like lied to. They were not about to make war in Ukraine. They were not about to kill Ukrainian people. But as far as we know, in Russia, this content is totally blocked, and people just can't see that. So we made collaboration with our partners who are good at targeting and stuff. And we made a video of these guys telling the truth to their Russian moms, and sent it directly to some people whose contacts we've got from hackers attacks. They've got the contacts of the families of Russian soldiers, and we've sent it there. And also before it was actually possible in Russia to use Facebook, we've been posting it over there, and we had some results, but still it's uncontrolled. The communication with Russian Federation, with the aggressor country, is pretty hard, because everything we do in Ukraine is immediately blocked. Even the web page where Ukrainian forces post photos of Russian soldiers in Ukraine for their parents to find them and to identify them. This web page was blocked in Russia on the first day of its existence. So we have some difficulties, obviously, but still working with like these three main points we work with. It's like humanitarian help and organizations, communication with people of Russia to tell them truth, and the closing of Ukrainian sky.
Thank you. And Iryna, from your perspective, how can the sort of technology that we have available support the war effort in Ukraine? There are lots of people here in the UK and other parts of the West who want to do what they can, however limited that might be, to support Ukrainians.
Basically, I'm working with MacPaw. MacPaw is, I would say, developer number one for cleaning applications for macOS. And we have created MacPaw Foundation. Actually, it was established like 5 or 6 years ago, but currently we are gathering funds to prevent humanitarian crisis. And maybe this is the first thing the community can do, is to help raise funds and organize humanitarian aid for Ukrainians and people in need. With regard to our company, so we work with no disruptions. We provide stable support of our applications, and we have banned our applications in Russia and Belarusian territories. So CleanMyMac, Setup, ClearVPN, and other tools cannot be anymore uploaded in Russia or Belarus. We volunteer, our software engineers and just other people are volunteering in hospitals, supporting Ukrainian army, donating blood and money. Our MacPaw engineers have created an app to see which apps have links to Russia in order to protect user data. We have also created a shortcut that helps to save battery power on iPhones, which is critical right now because many cities have been cut from the electricity. We have been also trying to tell the truth through our applications because we have many users from Russia and Belarus, but after 2 days of our massive approach to the Russian audience, Roskomnadzor blocked our blog post, meaning that we were doing at least something right to let the Russians know the truth. Also, we provide all the journalists who cover the war in Ukraine, and we're extremely grateful to people like you and to the journalists and like communities who are covering the truth which is happening right now. We provide a free year of subscription to our applications. Speaking of what the modern technology community can do is for sure to beat the tanks and missiles attacking our homes and people right now is to stop running their software on the territories of Russia, because every penny, every cent the Russians get, it's like a silver bullet, which is then pushed into our homes and into our people. There are many applications like Apple, Amazon, companies like Adobe, Bolt, Dropbox, General Motors, Lenovo, who have seized and stopped their production or distribution in the countries. So this is something that technology can do for sure, to stop Russians using the applications of them. The best we hope for is for sure the financial support of people in need. Our company remains stable. We have stable financial operations. There's no need to support our company, but there's a severe need to support the people who are left without homes, children who are dying of dehydration, or women who are giving birth in the basements and having to flee with the children with bare feet. And this is something which we really need. And MacPaw is a company which has been operating for many years in Ukraine. We have been supporting many hospitals and army and many charitable organizations. And this is something your community for sure can trust.
Well, Marina, Iryna, thank you for giving us your time this morning. I can't imagine the circumstances you're having to deal with right now. So we really appreciate you sharing your story with us. Please stay safe, and yeah, we hope that things are resolved for you as soon as they possibly can be. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.